Hi friends, and welcome back. Katy Jo Stevens here. I'm a clinical therapist that is here to talk to you about very simple and practical ways you can change your life. Whether that's a big change or a small change, you can do it, and you can stay attached to joy. If you're not happy, what's the point? Today's video is part 2 in a 3-part series of managing your energy so you can take control of your life and take control of this change you want to make. Today I'm going to give you a few very solid tips that will help you get out of your own way, keep your eye on the ball, and move forward in your change, because you are sometimes the one that derails your change. In fact, you are the only one that can decide whether or not this change is really going to happen. You can anticipate that your inner critic thinks this is a party. He's just ready and waiting. Yo, idiot, what do you think you're doing? To give you all the reasons why it's not going to work. It's a bad idea. What the hell are you thinking? I can't believe you want to change this. You might also get some external messages because change shakes things up. It shakes everybody up. And the message, even though it might not be spoken, is something like this. Well, why are you going to change? We kind of like the way you are because we know what to expect from you. We know how to respond to you. And if you change, we might have to change and just quit it. But the hardest thing is your own thoughts getting in your way. You're going to run away with doubts, with fear. You are going to find yourself wondering, what the hell am I doing? And you're going to have to figure out how to stop that, or distract yourself, or laugh it off, because in the end it doesn't mean anything. It just wastes your time and gets in the way. Next, you have to keep your eye on the ball. What is it you're going for? Why are you going for that? You've got to remind yourself every single day, and probably more than once a day. Whatever you're coming up against, it's easy to lose sight of your goal and to start questioning it and question whether you really want it. Well, I'll tell you, yes, you want it. Remind yourself of that all the time. Keep that front and center in your thoughts. Look for signs along the way. It's simple physics. The focus on your goal, the focus on the change you want, will start shifting your environment. Have you had a random conversation with someone that might have made the change that you wanted, or said something to you that really stuck with you? Did you try to do something that you thought would be impossible, and suddenly you get either an idea or information comes to you from an unlikely source? Those are gifts from the universe, my friend. Pay attention to those. Be aware. Know when things are starting to change. It will fuel you and keep you going, especially on those days when you doubt yourself. You must expect the ups and downs of change. There will be days when you're like Leo DiCaprio, I am the king of the world. And the next day will be like, meow. I have 2 words for you. So what? So what? It's part of change. It's typical. Just let it pass. You don't have to try so hard to change those times when you feel down. Let them pass. I believe our baseline as human beings is joy. We've just piled so much stuff on top of it that we've forgotten that. So if you let the rough times pass, you'll come back to your set point of joy. Trust that. Finally, when you are in your own way and you just can't see your way clear, nothing looks quite right, ask yourself one question. Is there a different way to see this? This does a couple of things. It lets you know you might not be right. Your perception could be off. It indicates awareness on your part that you don't know it all. The second thing it does is create a little opening in your mind for some insight, for a spark of joy, for a little bit of information to come in. It's one little question. Is there a different way to see this? I know that you can make this change and that you want to make this change. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So trust yourself. Trust that the universe is working for you. What do you have to lose by believing it? Embrace it. It's your time and this is your change. Go for it. I'm really glad you joined me today, and I'll look forward to seeing you in my next video, which will be the third installment of this series, where we'll talk about turning on your creative energy. Take great care of yourself until then, and I'll see you soon. Bye.